Hey guys! I've tweeted and Instagrammed my granola recipe quite a few times over the past couple of months as I absolutely love it. So I thought I'd show you guys how I make it and what goes into it. I originally got the recipe from my amazing nutritionist Daniel at Body Maya, and I've kind of adapted it a little bit. I think you can add in things that you like and you can take out anything you don't. So it's best to start off getting all your ingredients out. The thing that you need and that you have to have is oats. No matter what rolled oats you want to use, it doesn't matter, gluten-free, normal. I use gluten-free ones just because that was the recipe that Daniel sent me. I haven't really changed it since and I quite like it. Then you need nuts of any kind. I use cashew nuts, Brazil nuts and almonds. But if you want, you can add walnuts in, you can add hazelnuts in, whatever you guys want, but they're the three that I use. Then you need your seeds. I use linseeds, pumpkin seeds, I use flax seed, and I use chia seeds as well, just to give it a bit of variety. Then your liquid that will make it go nice and crunchy and gives it a lot of taste. Vanilla extract of any kind. This makes it taste so nice. It's almost like a dessert. It's just, you can eat it as soon as it comes out the oven warm, or you can wait and just have it as your breakfast like normal. A good maple syrup makes it taste absolutely delicious and gives it a little bit of sweetness, but you don't use that much, so don't worry, it's not that sugary. And the last thing is coconut oil. Obviously, as coconut oil is hard, you will need to melt it, but it just makes it so tasty and gives it a nice crispness as well. And the last thing that you put in when it comes out of the oven, or just before, is you add your coconut flakes. These are great, but if you put them in the oven for the whole 20 minutes, they will burn. So you just want to add them at the last minute, or you can add them as soon as the oven comes out if you don't want to toast them up. And I use goji berries, but you can use any dried fruit. If you want cranberries, cherries, no matter what, but I prefer goji berries and they're nice and good for you as well. Start by putting your oven on, fan, put it onto about kind of 160, 170 Celsius. You don't want it too hot because you don't want it to burn. Then get 2 baking trays out. The amount of ingredients I use makes 2 baking trays full, which will pretty much last you the whole week, and that normally lasts us for 2 people as well for the whole week, so does you a good amount. So 2 baking trays with greaseproof on, stop it from sticking. Get a bowl out, a big mixing bowl. You're going to need a big one because you're going to mix everything in, so make sure you've got a nice big mixing bowl, a chopping board and a knife to chop everything up. Start by putting your oats in the mixing bowl. Next, while you chop your nuts and get that ready, if you want to put your coconut oil in the microwave just to melt it. While that's melting, start getting your almonds, your cashews and your Brazil nuts, or whatever your nuts you're using, and chopping them up into little size pieces. So all the nuts are chopped. The reason why I've used these is A, for taste, but also these particular nuts are really good for you. They're obviously quite high in protein, they're a good source of fat, they'll keep going for quite a long time, especially obviously if you're having your breakfast at 7, 8 o'clock and going all the way through till lunch, they'll keep you going and keep you fueled up. But before we add those, we add all the liquid just to the oats. So I've added the coconut oil to the oats, using the same little ramekin or the little pot that you've used as the oil. Pour in your maple syrup. So you don't want too much, that is more than enough. Go in with about a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Then add this liquid to the oats. Now stir all that liquid together, making sure every single oat is covered. You'll notice that it's going a slightly darker brown colour, so you know that all the oats are getting covered. So these oats go in with your seeds, because obviously the seeds are so small. It's best to go in with the seeds next before the nuts, just because then the seeds stick to all the gooiness that you've just added in. Now stir that through so it's all nice and combined. Now it starts to look like this. And then lastly, add in your nuts. Once that's all combined, share the mixture across 2 baking trays. You want the mixture to be about 1 centimetre thick. You don't want it too high because then the rest of it won't cook. Now add this to the oven. It goes in the oven for around 20 to 25 minutes, but keep checking on it after kind of 10-15 minutes. You might want to mix the mixture around as the edges start getting a little bit more burnt, so just keep your eye on it. The granola is now nice and brown and it's nice and crispy. I've just added the coconut flakes in and just going to cook it for a further 2 minutes, as I really like it when the coconut flakes are nice and toasted. And done, nice and toasted, and it smells incredible. It smells so good. You can really smell the vanilla. It'll take around 10-15 minutes to cool down, and you can enjoy a bowl while it's nice and warm, or if you're just having an afternoon snack. If not, let it cool, add in your goji berries or any dried fruit that you want, and put it in a Tupperware, and it will stay there for the rest of the week or however long you want it. It's really nice enjoying it with a little bit of kind of Greek yogurt with some fresh fruit or some almond milk or even just ordinary milk. It just tastes absolutely delicious, and it's really good for packing in a little small Tupperware and taking to the gym, taking to the office as well. So it's very diverse, but it's so tasty and it's so good, and I'm pretty sure you'll be hooked, just as I am, seeing as I've had it every single week for about a year and I'm still not sick of it. But if you, please let me know how you get on. If you do try it, what adaptations you make. If you want to subscribe, that'd be absolutely amazing. Please leave me a comment and let me know how you get on, or any feedback or any other recipes that you'd like me to do. But yeah, take care, enjoy making the delicious granola.